everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2nd and 5 now. Griffin. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The sack there by Trent Murphy. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Finds his tight end Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4. They'll run with Smith, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. This time, Griffin will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
4 yards on the big back. 2nd and 6. At the Steelers' 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A first down carry for Smith. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Griffin flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yes, sir. Bravo.
Jackson. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Griffin. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now Griffin on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Griffin, as they've got it with a... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 67 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jackson. And Ingram hauls it in. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football. And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
It's a gain of 18. The Steelers.
This time Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his left. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 25. Check 25. Check 4. Check 4.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Gates with a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken short.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it. You got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jackson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing is Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on second and 10, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson throwing once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they'll get another. This will be taken very short. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
You guys are on it.
Now on second and 16, Jackson going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Echo. 3 down. Mike 50, Mike 50. Defense wins championships, man. Good thing. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Minkah Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something.
And my goodness, another interception.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet. Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my credits are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my credits are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the destroyed. I'ma leave it on the side. You want to Christ when I pray on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my credits are off.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison. I'm the greatest rapper in a sense.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Here on 1st down, buying time to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open them up, have them back on their heels.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Here we go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Griffin. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is RG3.
Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Check, check. Lucky. Look. Squeeze.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Back to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin, eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and he'll be out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys are on his...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Emmitt Smith taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So Emmitt Smith hits pay dirt. Back in his day, he had 175 of those in his career.
25 in 1995. You know they talk about people who have a nose for the end zone?
He had.
Emmitt Smith was about full body immersion.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Griffin. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10, once again, Griffin. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 53 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Griffin. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You can't ever sleep on Navarro Bowman. He glides in for the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Griffin. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll look. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it.